says Manguti. So I agree, discard spells give the person casting the discard spell decisions to make. But what discard spells don't do is they don't give both players decisions to make. A good example of interactive cards that give both players decisions to make are counter spells. Counter spells, I think, are great from a game design standpoint because when my opponent passes with mana up, I get to read my opponent and think about what counter spells they could have, and then I get to make a decision on how I want to sequence my cards into their potential counter spells. So my opponent gets to make the decision to leave up their disruption, and then I, as the other player, get to make decisions on how I sequence my things into the interaction that they're leaving up. So I think that creates good game design space because it encourages both players to be making choices. And that's why I play games, right? Like I don't really enjoy playing games where like I just do all my stuff and then they do all their stuff. Like, why are we even playing a game together, right? Like, should I just play like a single player video game if I want to do that? And I'm not arguing about discard spells being good or bad or necessary for Thoron. In fact, there's so many obnoxious things in Modern, you could definitely argue that discard spells are like necessary to keep some of the obnoxious, degenerate things that happen in Modern from happening. It's just, again, my point is that I don't think from a game design perspective, they create interesting interactive gameplay where both players get to make decisions. I think from a game design perspective, I want both players to be able to make meaningful decisions. And I think discard spells do not allow both players to make meaningful decisions. They explicitly deny the second player from making meaningful decisions. How many democracy points for you to overnight me $80 in Portillo sandwich?